Welcome to Calculated Education. Today we're going to be taking a look at an SAT math practice problem. So here we're given, it says write 5 times the square root of negative 16 as a complex number if we know that I is equal to the square root of negative 1. All right, so we can do this a few different ways. Let's first do 5 times the square root of negative 16. We'll just write it out for ourselves here. So let's break up that 16 inside the square root. In that case, we're going to have 5 times the square root. And let's just do negative 1 since we already know that's a value here. And then 1 times 16, right? That's what's going to get us negative 16 underneath. So we can do two things here. We know 5. We can do the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 16. We can simplify this a little bit more, right? We know 5 times, we know what I is equal to, which we know it's 5I. And then we also know what's the square root of 16? 4. All right, so we can multiply all of this together anyway, right? So it's going to be 20I. Perfect, and that's our value C here. Pretty straightforward. Our goal is to simplify, get the negative out of your square root, and then simplify that to I, and then if you can take the square root, you can take the square root of 16. Sometimes you can't do that, and that's okay. In this case, we're multiplying by the square root with that 5, so it's going to go throughout all of our square root values that we get. That's it for today. If you have any questions or want to see your questions solved or have any needs for additional tutoring, email calculatededucation@gmail.com.